So good morning everybody out there in YouTube land. I wanted to give you a quick update. I have not finished reviewing it, but I got some feedback from various people about the materials that I talked about. You know, the GC Initial versus the eMax block that I put a video on last week. I've reviewed it a little bit. I want to dig into it and really get a good understanding of what the different chemical compositions, the crystal formations, et cetera. But it appears on initial review that these two blocks are actually similar, but they're very dissimilar. Strength ratings, modulus of elasticity, some other interesting comparisons. There's quite a bit of difference between these two. So before I settle on and commit to using one particular material, which I may not ever do, I want to dig in a little bit more. And I'll give you some more specific feedback when it comes to the GC Initial versus the eMax lithium silicate, lithium disilicates, just to make sure that we can get a little better information. I know there are a lot of docs out there that have switched over exclusively to the GC Initial lithium silicate, and some docs that remain in the eMax is best for everything camp. And then there are a lot of us that are somewhere in between. So I'll try to provide a little more detail, a little more information. I'll dig into this study and any other studies that I can track down and try to post some meaningful, helpful information. You know, my goal, again, is to do what's best in the long-term interest of the patient and, of course, the clinician as well. All things, and I mentioned this in my video from last week, if all things are equal and the only difference is time, then, of course, we're naturally going to gravitate toward that thing that saves us time, whether it's a procedure or a material. In this case, it appears that not all things are equal. One of the big differences is time, 20 to 30 minute time savings per unit with the GC product versus the Ivoclar product, but there's a lot more that's not equal. And so I want to make sure that I can provide some helpful information. It seems that eMax is still a step above everything else. But I wanted to make sure that everybody is aware that I'm digging in to some information, and will provide that information as soon as I have it. Anyway, enjoy your week. Thanks. Bye.